Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Super J Business Hour. My name is Super J Business, and I'm glad to be here today. It is June 30th, 2011. Tomorrow is July 1st. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get right to the news, folks. Local paper, the Intelligencer Journal, Lancaster New Era from Wednesday, June 29th, 2011. The only reason this caught my eye was because I saw that they have a new IMF head. French Finance Minister Christine Lagarde was chosen to lead the IMF. So we'll have to do some research on her because I'm sure she's crooked as a question mark, because otherwise she wouldn't be the head. And I guess old Hillary Clinton must not be in the loop anymore. Otherwise she would be part of it, but she's not. So let's do some research on this lady and see if she's part of Bilderberg, which I'm sure she's part of, and I'm sure she, isn't going to do much help to anybody, so there's that. But right away I want to jump to the New York Times for Wednesday, June 29th. And on the cover that you'll see, the reason I want to bring this up is this protest in Greece. The police and protesters clashed on Tuesday in Athens as Parliament debated austerity measures. So basically what they're doing over there is what they've been doing over here. The only difference is the Greek people have enough strength and courage to stand up for their country and fight back. And if we had a little bit of what they had, I think that this country would be in a lot better position. At what point do you stop laying down? At what point do you speak up? At what point do you stop letting the TSA completely neglect and not pay attention to the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution? At what point do we stop, folks? What point do we say enough's enough? At what point do we realize that people froze to death in the cold of winter and faced brutalities and were murdered for you to have the freedom that you have today? That's what I want to know. At what time do we say, you know what, enough is enough? We elected these crooked-ass officials, and let's get them out of there. Because enough is enough, folks. We need to take to the streets. We need to man up. We need to take back this power. We need to take our government back so that our children can have a future. And I noticed right next to that story, we have this. It says, 8.5 billion deal said to be closed in a bank lawsuit, mortgage crisis legacy. And what it goes on to say is the Bank of America is completing an agreement to pay $8.5 billion to settle a suit by investors that purchased mortgage securities that Sarah when the housing bubble burst. They keep making it seem like something happened by mistake. Folks, these people knew what they were doing. They were selling shoddy mortgages. They knew people wouldn't be able to pay them back. And they're destroying the economy on purpose. They knew what they were doing. They made trillions off of these deals, and now they get to pay back a punk-ass $8.5 billion. I don't know about you, but if you're out there and you're losing your home, you should be very pissed off because it's all fake, it's all crooked, it's all lies. And then these thieves and criminals only have to pay back some money out of their huge, gigantic stash of money. They get to hand out a little bit, and then they're free. And meanwhile, you get caught with one joint, and you'll be in prison. Wait a minute. That is crazy, right? That didn't just sound crazy to me. So you can rob millions of Americans for millions of dollars and billions of dollars and watch them lose home after home after home after home, and you just pay a fine, and you get caught with one joint of marijuana, and you go to jail. Yeah. Does that make it seem like maybe there's a problem in this world that we need to address? Which is maybe why we need to vote for Ron Paul and get him into the presidency this year. And then it goes, gunmen storm a luxury hotel in Afghanistan. And what they're trying to do here is get you desensitized, folks. They're trying to get you ready. Because the next articles I'm going to go into, basically, one comes from the Thursday, today, June 30th, 2011, Lancaster New Era. And basically what it goes on to say is that Greece fends off bankruptcy, not riots. It also talks about Obama challenges the GOP on debt talks. And there's also another article about these nuclear reactors that are being, not taken care of. So I don't know what they're getting ready for, folks, but I think they're getting ready to set something off here. Because every article I read has to do with nuclear plants and nuclear stuff. because in that section, the local business section of today's paper, of the Lancaster New Era, says flooding in Minot, North Dakota ripples here. And then they say there's an Air Force Staff Sergeant Casey Glass returned from duty overseas June 21st to find rising waters threatening her home. The Lancaster County native said a little bit of water had seeped into her house in Minot, but parts of the town were ordered evacuated. Well, what they're not telling you about is their nuclear facility, which is almost completely covered in water. There is stuff leaking near the reactors, and all kinds of wonderful things. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. And I don't know if you know that's bad or not, but it's not good. It's very, very bad. And that's a problem. We need to get it together, folks. We need to take our country back. We need to stop eating the lies that they give us. And, you know, we really need to fight back here, because enough is enough. And trust me, these people aren't picked. They just get put in these things and they take over, and that's the way it is. And it's just completely out of control, you know, completely out of control. You got the PA government arguing on all these bills. You got crooked politicians in our government here. You got crooked politicians everywhere else. And frankly, enough's enough, folks. It's time to fight back. It's time to read the Constitution, read the Bill of Rights, and you'd find out very quickly that half of what's going on in this world right now is completely 100% illegal. We need to get Ron Paul in. Go to prisonplanet.com, infowars.com, the Drudge Report, and get some real news today, folks. Help me to wake up other people. If you like this, send it to your friends. Let them see that a normal guy that just puts out a video daily is definitely seeing right through this stuff. I mean, I worked at a Hess station, at a gas station overnight as a graveyard shift, and I make time to do this every day. Well, what do you think the reason for that is? Because I certainly have a lot more things that I could be doing. There's plenty to be done in my life particularly. But I feel as an American and as somebody that has some kind of patriotic duty that it's like this is the least amount I can do. However, I'm ready to do more. When it's ready, when it's time, which I believe is now, I'm ready. I think we need to fight. I think we need to gather and talk. I think people need to start talking to their neighbors and start really putting their opinion out. I think that there's some really bad, shady stuff going on in this government. I think they're lying to us. I think the votes are rigged. Check out Bilderberg Group. Check out Endgame, the movie by Alex Jones. These people have this stuff planned 15 years, 20 years, 30 years ahead. They've known what they wanted to do for a long time, and here's the problem. They're getting to the point of where they're going to be able to do just that. Basically, in ending, I want to say, read through the lines. Half the articles in the newspapers are lies, are manipulated. You're watching TV, you might as well shoot yourself in the head. Basically, TV is used to hypnotize people, puts you in a state of just being dumbed down. It's proven research, folks. It gets an algorithm that makes you feel kind of weird and relaxed, and they got all the research to prove this. And it's scary. And they say Americans spend 6 to 8 hours daily in front of this thing. Read a book. Talk to your family. Have a picnic. Do anything besides sit in front of the dummy box and watch your brain while they send subliminal messages to get you to believe all the bullshit that they're selling. Why stand on a silent platform, folks? Fight the war, F the norm. They want you to just, oh yes, I will do what everyone else does. No, don't do what everyone else does. Save your grandchildren's future. Save your future. Save future generations' futures. And just let's get it together, folks. Please, America, I ask you to wake up, partner up. You can contact me at jbuzy515@gmail.com. If you like this video, hit like. If you don't, hit dislike. I really thank everyone who's been tuning in. You guys are the resistance. You're the ones fighting because you're watching this video. You're getting the information out. You're sending it to a friend. Check my old videos out. Go back and watch all these articles. I have some news in some of my shows that will blow you away. It's front page. I even show the newspaper so you see that it's right there in front of your eyes. There's a lot of good information in my uploads. and watch one of my favorites daily until you watch them all. There's over 300 of my favorites, and every one of them is a piece of information that'll get you closer to the truth. I want to thank you for tuning in. God bless. Good luck. Again, say good morning to your neighbors. Talk to the people around you. Say hi. We got to take the power back, folks. We got to fight and get this country back in our hands. This has been another edition of Super J Business Hour. It is June 30th, 2011. We're going to check out now. Peace in the Middle East, peace in America, peace everywhere. And hopefully one day, folks, we won't have to put videos like this out, and we can all meet in a better place. Thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next edition of Super J Business Hour. Thanks, folks.